started. So I have some announcements to make. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so announcement number 1, rank advancement for the week. Jessica is diamond. Woo! So exciting. All right.
Yay!
Kaylee Mayer was the top recruiter this week. And Nicole O'Toole and Maggie Engels tied for top volume producers. Also, one update, which if you're going to Summit, I don't know if everybody knows this, but it was brought to my attention. You have to sign up for the workouts. So you're going to get an email, and then you have to sign up for what time and which workout you're going to go to, because there's 25,000 people that are going to be trying to get into workouts. And it was like fighting a battle the last summit I went to, and there was only 7,500 coaches there. So they're making it a little more peaceful this time around. So if you're going to Summit, make sure you're checking your emails, because there's a very small window of opportunity to sign up for those workouts. And you don't want to miss them, because that's one of the perks of going to Summit is you get to work out with the celebrity trainers that we swear at in our living room every day. That's the truth. The other thing is there is Super Saturday coming up this month. There's a bunch of different options for you to go for everybody up north. Maggie always does one at her gym in Brasher Falls. Jackie and I are hosting one at her gym in Hamilton. And then Erin always does one at her gym in Utica on Sunday. And that's usually in the afternoon. It's usually like a 2:00 one. But I think she posted the event to that in the Results Matter page. April promotions. Did everybody see the post about all the April promotions? Yay. Pio is on sale. That's a $140 price point. The Kickstart that comes with a refresh, that's at $180. P90X3 is on sale for $160, and the Ultimate Reset is on sale for $275, and that comes with all of the supplements and a full month of Shakeology. Also, the on-demand is going to stay at the $140 price point always, so that will always be a cheap option for people. It's $10 more than just Shakeology. The April promotion is you get the little Shailene Johnson bobblehead to add to your bobblehead collection if you hit Success Club 5. And don't forget, this is the first month where if you're Emerald or above, the customer lead program has changed. So you'll get just customer leads if you're Emerald and you hit Success Club 5. You're an active coach. You have your before and after pictures and your bio up on the Team Beachbody website. And you'll get the customer leads plus the Success Club leads for hitting Success Club 10. So they kind of upped the ante. It used to be you would get both leads for hitting Success Club 5. But there's a lot of Emeralds who don't work the business, and they're getting all these leads, and then they're not getting coached because they got assigned to a coach who's not doing anything. So they're making the Success Club leads for Success Club 10 or higher. And those are the ones that you actually get commission from their order, which is cool. They're like free Shakeology customers. So those are all of the promotions this month. Now, how to take advantage of them? I made little scribbly notes. Let's hope I can read them all. So for this month, what I would try to do to take advantage of all of your promotions that we have, because there's always a lot. So don't try to do everything. Try to kind of pick what you're going to run with. I would personally contact all of the people that you ever talk to about Pio and P90X3, because they're both relatively new programs. And maybe in the summer when Pio came out, or last winter when P90X3 came out, maybe there were people who just weren't ready, or they never responded, or they fell off. So anybody that you ever talk to about those two programs, I would contact them again for this month. And get creative with your challenge groups. As I'm writing these notes, I was thinking to myself, what if somebody did a PIO versus P90X3 challenge group? Then you could get both. It's kind of, those two programs are so different that they speak to two totally different groups of people. Like PIO is very low impact. You still get a lot of results from it, but you're not killing yourself. And P90X3 is very extreme. So that is an idea. Also, I've been kind of toying with this, is offering the on-demand trial, because now there's a 30-day free trial as an option for those people who say that they can't afford a challenge pack or they can't afford one this month. I have a handful of people that I'm putting into my April challenge group who are just only getting the on-demand trial. So they're getting to like toy with all the different workouts, see what workout they might like to try, and then they're also in your group so they can see how you coach. So for May, you're kind of setting the stage for them to order a challenge pack for May. Even if it's not the on-demand challenge pack, maybe they fall in love with Turbo Fire and they want to buy it, or they do, the couple of 21-day fix workouts that are in there and then they want to buy it. So it kind of opens the door to them going further with you. The other thing is use your own testimonials and testimonials from the team. Basically, if you've never done PIO or P90X3, there's somebody on this team that has. I know Jesse fell in love. You did PIO forever and ever. So Jesse has amazing testimonials of PIO. And Jackie did P90X3 all the way through. So somebody somewhere has results or testimonials or they're challengers. So, kind of talk to people, ask if anybody has testimonials of their own or their customers that have done these programs so you can share them. And Trey does a really good job of sharing not only his own customers' testimonies, but other people's and even corporate testimonies, and making them sound like he actually knows these people. And you can do that on social media, which is awesome, because they don't know that you don't know this person. You have their picture, you have their story, you can throw it out there. And aside from just sharing like a stock picture or this is on sale or join my group because these are the sale programs this month, you can, if you have these programs and you've done them, you can take and share recipes from the books. Like they all have nutrition programs in them. Share different moves of the programs. Like I know Jesse does that a lot with PIO. Like, look at this cool swirly PIO move. It's really awesome. And why you love that program, because if you love that program, you're going to be able to give it to people and kind of sell people on it better because you really love it. Like that's why I do that with 21 Day Fix all the time. It's always my go-to program for people. Right now it's not on sale. However, just because whatever's on sale doesn't mean that that's necessarily the program that your customer needs to have. If that makes sense. The next thing I wanted to talk about was hitting Success Club this month. I know it's the very beginning of the month, but it's so much less stressful to hit Success Club in the first week to 2 weeks of the month, because then you're not stressed about it. Like I last night was really funny. I was on my phone, I was talking to people, and that's like, why are you like being a crazy person? I'm like, because I want to hit Success Club before the weekend's over so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Like I've started treating the first 4 days of the month like I used to treat the last day of the month. So if you strive for what Erin has always said is hit Success Club 5 by the 5th and 10 by the 10th. So those are like good numbers to kind of go by. In order to do this, depending on how many people you've hit Success Club with the previous months, you have to invite an insane amount of people. If you want 5 people in your challenge group, statistically you have to talk to 50 people. So, be inviting a lot and starting conversations with a lot of people. When you make a post online, about a group or about a program or about something, I go through and I message every single person that clicked like, unless they're a coach on my team or I know that they are working with somebody else because I've talked to them already and they already have coached. So if you go through and kind of decipher like, ooh, these people are not on my radar, and message all of them, because it plants the seed. Even if they're not interested at that moment, it plants the seed. And the referral coach option is still available to use however you want. If you want to do it with your current challengers, if you want to do it with new prospects so that they can get their stuff paid for free. I actually was talking to 2 girls last night and I brought this option up to them and they were like, I can get it for free? Like, yeah, you can get it for free. With no commitment? No, with no commitment. People like that. So the referral coach option has been really good. Ask your current challengers for referrals. Like if you have Rockstar challengers that have not converted into coaches yet, they know people that you don't know. So always be asking them for referrals. Like, hey, do you know anybody that would like to join you next month, or however you want to word it. The big thing is going outside your comfort zone. So whatever number you're striving for, like, or whatever number you've hit in the past, say you've hit Success Club 5 by the skin of your ass every month for the last 4 months. Go for 10. Just go for 10. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna hit Success Club 10 this month. I spent many months hitting. I called in lots of favors when I was a newer coach. But as soon as you, like, if you get the mindset out of your mind that I just have to hit 5, that's all I have to hit, and you decide, I just have to hit 15, my new number is 15, or whatever your new number is, go for that and don't stop until you get there. Like, somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody had said to me, I invite people until I hit my number, and their number was like Success Club 20. That was their number every single month. I think it was Clarissa Lupton, actually. But she said, if I hit Success Club 20 in the first 4 months or 4 days of the month, then I'm okay. Then I just start casually talking to people about the next month. But work until you hit that number, and that makes it like ingrained in your head that, and it, even if people are telling you no, you're planting seeds. I always use the priority list verbiage for next month. Oh, you're not interested this month? Do you want to go on my priority list for next month so you're the first to know, and you're the first, because people don't know that we put however many people we want in our challenges. So if you make it sound like there's limited space and you're going to get first dibs next month, people seem to like that. I've been using it for the last like 3 months. And then I just write them on a little list and send them out a message at the beginning of the next month. Running a free challenge may or may not work for you. It depends. I have had up and down success with free challenges. Erin gets an insane amount of people with free challenges. I don't know what it is. You got to toy with it. And the other thing that I've been thinking of with the on-demand is if you get people to sign up for an on-demand free trial as part of your 5-day or 7-day or however many day free challenge that you do, you're also showing them the workout programs, which never used to be an option. It was kind of like, here's the meal plan. You can check in, figure out the fitness part on your own for 5 days. And now we have the option to let them try out all these programs free of cost, which I feel like it's incredible because you're giving them an entire picture of what we do in our paid challenge groups for free. And then they can try that on demand for free for 30 days. So that's my take on the on demand. And I also have a blurb about, because I had 3, I was very overzealous when I was planning this call. So my other thing that I wanted to talk about is boosting your confidence, because everybody has their own confidence level and everybody's coming out of their shells beautifully, but there's always room for improvement. Even myself, like, for example, this team call, even though I know all of you, I still get nervous every time I get on a team call to talk. Who knows why? I could talk for all day long. I don't know. I still get nervous. So this is me stepping outside of my comfort zone. So here are my tips to boost your confidence. I've been listening to a lot of Shailene Johnson, what are they called? Podcasts, which has helped me make this list. So number 1 is personal development every single day, no matter what. No excuses, whether you read it, whether you listen to it, whether you watch it in a video. You can read, you can have a podcast, you can listen to YouTube videos, you can Audible or whatever is that what it's called? Audible. You can download books, listen to them in your car, all of those things. Like, you have so much more time than you think you do to listen to personal development if you listen to it instead of having to sit down and read a book. Like, there's days where I listen to 3 hours of personal development in a day because that's how much I'm in my car driving. So, I mean, your husband probably doesn't want to listen to your personal development for a 2-hour road trip, but wherever you can fit it in, or you can just say, toughen up, we're listening to this. But wherever you can fit it in. And another thing is, share your story. Everybody that's here is doing a really good job at sharing their story on social media, like getting outside your comfort zone, being vulnerable, like telling people where you struggle, where you're at, what you're doing. And sharing that on social media makes you raw and real, and people connect with that, because nobody wants, the majority of people, I think, don't want a coach who is perfect, because they don't think that they're perfect, and then it doesn't seem attainable. So sharing your weaknesses is an awesome way to start. Another thing that I was told, I think it was during a Christine Dwyer training, talk to people about your challenge or your business opportunity that you're afraid to invite. If you start talking to people that you're afraid to invite, it's going to boost your confidence, because you're not going to die because they say no. Whoever, for example, there's this girl I went to college with who, she is like super fit. She was a bikini competitor years ago, and she works for GNC, and she's like super into everything. And forever I would like type her name in, and then I wouldn't ask her, and then I would type her name in, and then I wouldn't ask her, and then I finally asked her, and then I chickened out and I didn't call her when I said I would. And then so it went on and on and on. And she wasn't interested, but I didn't die. It's totally fine. And maybe that person that you're scared to death to invite is like, oh my God, this is the greatest idea ever. Yes, I'm totally in. And then they're awesome. So, talk to people that you're afraid to talk to. Make a list. I would make a list of, like, when I was in Dwyer's training, she said, make a list of 3 to 5 people that you are scared to invite, and just go through that list and throw them into your other invitations. Another thing is connect with your sponsor coach at least weekly, whether it's through a phone call, text messages, Facebook messaging, in person, Facebook groups, however, because staying connected with your coach with your goals, I know, like, I talk to Erin all the time. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. These are my goals. And Jesse and Angela and I talk to each other like we should live together. So much we talk to each other. So talking, and as a leader, be in contact with your coaches as well, to make sure that, they're hitting their goals and they're doing what they want to be doing, and you're helping them through struggles. Confidence is a muscle that must be trained and strengthened. That is a Shailene Johnson quote. And it's true. The more you use it, the more confident you get. And the more you invite people, the more the words roll off your tongue or out of your fingertips while you're typing. It just gets easier and easier. And I've been finding, the longer I'm a coach, I like type things to people, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even think I was that smart. Holy crap, how I thought of that. Like, I don't even think I'm reading my own stuff sometimes. So the more you do it, and you guys all believe in the products. You know that they work. it's that fine line of being confident enough to not be a salesperson and just be like, yo, listen, this shit works. It works. And I'm like, I know it works. So that is one thing. Another thing, obviously you guys all know, get on calls. There's this call, the Hit Nation team call, Aaron's team call. There's the Platinum Presenters call. I think that's down to once a month now. Christine runs that. But all of the recordings, like I truly feel that the Platinum Presenters website is an underutilized source. When I first started coaching, I listened to every single coach call in there. I listened to it in the shower, in the car, grocery shopping, wherever I could, and I learned so much information. A lot of that stuff is from like 2011, 2012. So some of it is like old news type of stuff, but a lot of it's still relevant. I mean, it's social media marketing, it's busting through boundaries, and having confidence, and a lot of it is still very relevant. And attend events. The biggest event that's coming up, like I said in the beginning, is the Super Saturday. So wherever you are, Angela, there has to be one out in Rochester. I don't know I'm sure someone.
Yeah. Does she do her own? I was going to say, does Christine do them?
Christine P.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she has to. I can't remember where I found the website. I think if you just like Google Beachbody Super Saturday, April 2015, you'll find the site that you can go by state.
Yeah. There's a couple. Beth, you would know better if Christine does it or not.
Yeah. She used it last month, the January she did it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The January she did it in Batavia. This month it's like Brighton area. She's not actually the one running it. I think Maggie Bauman and somebody else. But I think Maggie is like directly under Christine.
Yeah.
So
there's a guy that I like. One time when I was in like Beachbody stalker mode, I like looked up a bunch of Rochester Beachbody coaches, and Greg Plaskett, I think, is another one, and I think
that name. There is a guy that she's running it with, but that name doesn't sound familiar.
I think I can't remember exactly, but he shows up in my newsfeed every once in a while too. But that does one somewhere around here too. I know that there's at least one or two.
I'm planning on going. It's Saturday. I want to say it's either 9 to 11 or it's 10 to 12 with the workout after.
Yeah.
And I can't stay for the workout after because I've got to be in Oswego, but I'm planning on doing the 9 to like the business portion of it. Right. So
awesome. Yeah. And what was I going to say? Oh, the other thing too is I don't know if everybody has access to this or not, but I see it when I log into the Platinum Presenters website. I don't know if it was something that I paid for. I can't remember. But there's the recordings from the Platinum Edge from the 2013 one. I'm not sure if the 14 ones are going in there, but those are like Shailene Johnson did an Instagram presentation. There's stuff from everybody because almost all of the 15-star diamonds in the network are Christine Dwyer's coaches. So they're very knowledgeable. So those are in there. And the summit recordings are also on YouTube. They're in your back office. And they're on the Beachbody podcast, which is where all the national wake-up calls are too, which is where I always listen to them because I can't listen at 11 o'clock on Monday morning. So being plugged in will definitely help your confidence too, as long as you're not in plugged in enough mode where you're stalking every single Beachbody coach and you're like chasing every shiny thing and you're like, what the heck, I'm going to do that and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do that and that and that and that. And how come I'm not there? They've been a coach for so much less time than me. What the heck is going on? So as long as you can follow without comparison, I guess, is a key. And those were all of my points for today. If anybody has anything else to say, add, comment, anything, I'm done talking.
Do you get the podcast, the Beachbody? I forget that Beachbody has a podcast. I'm kind of terribly not very familiar with podcasts. Other than, I mean, can you find them other than like on iTunes?
There's, I can't remember the name of it, but if you search in your search engine, like your app store on Android, just search podcasts, and there's like an Android version of podcast.
Okay, cool.
I forget what it's called, though. I used to have it. But the Beachbody podcast. Oh, it's very bright. It looks like that. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Looks like that.
All right, cool.
And another podcast that I really like is the Shailene Show, which looks like that. And she also resurrected Build Your Tribe, which I guess is in the business section now. She did that for a while, and then she stopped, and then she started doing it again. And those podcasts are now shorter. They're like 15, 20 minutes each. But she's like a freaking genius, and she shares everything she knows. I listen to her a lot. So that's my spiel for the night. Oh, and I got it under 30 minutes. Go me!
Oh, you're funny.
Everybody's ready to crush April?
Yes.
Me too. Me too.
Ready.
All right. Well, I'll post this recording. What's mystery? I want to know who a mystery cell phone person is. I'll never know.
I was gonna say, you can't unmute it, can you?
Yeah, I can. I don't want to embarrass anybody. Clearly, I don't know. Not everybody is flamboyant as me, so it is,
Nice.
Let people be anonymous. But I do want to know who you are.
Send a message.
I clearly am. I took a nap when I got home from work, so ready to go.
Oh, I wish I did.
We shall talk later. Same time.
Beth looks like she's about on her way out.
I know. I'm jealous. I don't know. Maybe I'll lay down and do my messaging.
No,
right.
I feel like I was hit by a truck. Don't be jealous.
Oh,
Yeah,
are you sick?
you look like you're down for the count for
Right.
sure.